Next to the fire station?
Yeah, isn't that Central School where students went from 1907 to the 80s?
Wait, seriously, that's what it was?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Well, that was way before our time. So here's Ben Zahorec with more on our past schools.
The Town Hall, Uptown Amherst, Hot Dog Heaven. The city of Amherst has an abundance of iconic landmarks that help to define it and are recognized by all generations. However, one landmark that often goes unnoticed is this building. No, it's not a castle, and no, it's not haunted. It's Central School, Marion L. Steele's predecessor, a building long forgotten but crucial in Amherst history. And while the school is visually unique, so is its early beginning.
So the building we see today is not the only Central School that's been there. Originally, there was what was called Union School in that location. That school burned down, and the Central that we see is still not the next one. The first Central School was built in 1894 and burned to the ground in 1907. The class of 1909 was the first class to go to the new Central School, which is what we see today.
Having not one, but two schools burned down within a few years of each other is astonishing. More astonishing, though, is the fact that for a great deal of time, Central School was the school in Amherst.
All students went to Central School unless they went to the parochial school at St. Joe's, which was the Catholic school in town. So if you were first grade through 12th grade, you went to Central School.
4 grades can seem pretty crowded, but having 12 grades in one building seems impossible. However, Central had a unique way of separating its students.
You had no clue there was a junior high or a high school there, because for some reason or another, just a way of separation that the buildings were separated but not separated. You knew which level where you were and where you belonged. You wouldn't see a high school student. You wouldn't see a junior high student.
And for over 100 years, Central has sat in the same spot, overlooking the city of Amherst, serving as one of our most recognizable landmarks.
Everybody recognizes it. And even if, people don't know it by name, they say, oh, it's the school by the fire station. And so, oh, okay, that one. I mean, everybody knows what Central is. So, it's one of those things that's been there for as long as all of us can remember.
However, all things must pass. And in the mid-'80s, Central School shut its doors for good. And for over 30 years, the school has been rotting away. The halls that once echoed with the sound of students and teachers are now eerily silent. But all hope is not lost. In recent weeks, Springer Healthcare Systems has announced plans to turn Central into a 40-unit independent living center. If the project gets greenlit, we may see Central back in action as soon as 2018. And life may be breathed back into Central once again. This is Ben Zahorec for Steele News Live.
Thanks, Ben. I didn't know a thing about that school, but I do now.